Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. As you might expect, this one about the Deshaun Watson situation.
Hey, this is Dale Burns from North Canton. I wanted your thoughts on the NFL having the burden of proof in order to suspend Deshaun Watson. Josina Anderson, quoted on July 11th, said it was by the preponderance of evidence, which means the NFL has to prove a greater than 50% chance that the claims are true. If there is no tangible proof, and it's one person's word against another, wouldn't that equal 50% but never exceed it? In that scenario, they could not issue a suspension. What are your thoughts? Go Browns.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Let me say this. We don't know what the evidence is, Scott. Nobody does except Sue L. Robinson and the people that presented it. I'm guessing there's some sort of text messages or Instagram. There's going to be messages that will be evidence. It's not strictly a he said, she said. There will be things that back up what he said, what she said. And that is the evidence.
Yeah, I think that's really important to note, Dave. And I also, I talked to one legal professor early on in this, and I said the same thing. Well, I said there doesn't appear to be evidence, and she said testimony is still evidence, right? So I think we want to say, well, physical evidence and a third-party witness, and that's not necessarily the legal definition of evidence. And Sue L. Robinson can talk to, or can at least hear the depositions or hear testimony of both sides and make a conclusion based on that. So it's not necessarily he said, she said. She can take a judgment there. And, we know that, some of the leaked depositions that Deshaun Watson at least admitted to making one of the accusers feel uncomfortable, right? So I don't know if it's clear to just say it's one side saying, one side accusing and one side denying, because I do think there's areas in between. But I get the caller's point. Mm-hmm. But I do think I don't think you can take it just like, okay, it's a civil lawsuit. I think the NFL has its own rules and kind of makes up its own rules in a lot of these cases.
Yeah, they are the league. You work for them, for lack of a better term.